Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here I am Awesome. I'm here to talk about one of India's greatest test match win overseas. It's been more than a week. The jubilation is still there. While the week is gone, right now it's a great time to look back and analyze what was a great win and what lies ahead for India in this tour of Australia. So, November 22nd, here we are at the Optus Stadium in Perth. The mighty Australians came down there like a pack of cards. A pack of cards that had everything in their favor. A venue that suited their traditional strengths of pace and bounce. An underconfident opposition who were whitewashed at home for the first time in living memory. Yeah, 3-0 whitewashed by a mediocre New Zealand team to say at least was something which no Indian fan could have imagined. A team that did not have their proper skipper and star batsman Shubman Gill. It looked like exactly what the Australian media predicted. Aussies will be all over India in 4 days. Well, fast forward to 26 November. What happened? It was over in 4 days. But it was India who had completely dominated Australia. What happened? Where did the game change? Well, let's analyze bit by bit. For starters, brave and bold decision by India to bat first. The Gautam Gambhir management had taken a similar decision just in the previous test series against New Zealand in Bangalore, and they're bundled out for 46. So another decision completely backed by the fact that every team who has batted first in Perth in Optus Stadium in the four test matches that was previously played had gone on there to win the match. The decision, it seemed in the early stages, did backfire when India were reeling at 73 for 6. But in come Nitish Reddy and the evergreen Rishabh Pant, and they stitch on a partnership to take India to 150. The young all-rounder scored an impressive 41 and he took the great Nathan Lyon to the cleaners. He batted really well against the pace drive in that fast pitch to help India reach that 150 mark and justified his selection. What happened after that was pure gold and stuff we dream as Indian fans. Jasprit Bumrah comes into the attack, knocks over Khwaja, McSweeney, and Smith. Poor McSweeney, he thought, here I am on debut, and he faced the best fast bowler on planet Earth, and he knocks him over and helps himself into a fifer. Siraj, who was out of form, comes back to form, knocks over Labuschagne, has some heated exchanges with him, makes him look like his bunny, and picks up 2 wickets for impressive figures of 13 overs, 7 maidens, 20 for 2. After that, when India came to bat in a second innings, it was a dream turf again. Wonderful application by KL Rahul and Jaiswal ensured we got our highest opening stand in Australian soil ever of 201. Then enter King Kohli. Well, what better place to get back your form than in Australia? Virat Kohli, who has played his best cricket in that country, got onto a chanceless innings, an innings that was of patience and of some great quality strokes to get to this 30 ton. The celebration was of relief, was of a smiling captain, and of a guy who was enjoying his cricket. So, yeah, that was how the second innings of India went. Now, another interesting turn at the end of day 3, India could have decided to bat a bit more and then looked on to pile a bit more misery to Australians. But no, a great bold call by Jasprit Bumrah to invite Australia to bat half an hour before closure ensured they knocked over their three batters. One word for Pat Cummins here though, a guy who's a fast bowler who's bowled 25 overs in the second innings, captained his team. Imagine the kind of mental strain he must be under. Has to think every ball, every over. How do I get the batsman out? So many partnerships are happening. Whom do I get into bowl? Whom do I give a rest? What will be my field position? So a lot of stress on the guy. And yet after all of this, he comes out to bat at number 3 for Australia as the night watchman. So kudos to him. Although he failed, the intent behind that was really good to see from the Australian captain. So what was stopping India in a quick victory was again the great man Travis Head, but this time we had Bumrah who knocked him over for 89. So India must be aware of Travis Head going ahead. The sheer application and patience that was shown by KL Rahul and Jaiswal was something top notch. The young left-hander who is playing his first test in Australia, again after he got knocked over for duck by Mitchell Starc in the first innings, everyone was like, yeah, he's a track bully, he scores runs in the subcontinent. but when he goes on to pitches that are slightly in favor of fast bowling, he struggles. So what does he do? He completely plays the innings which is insane and sublime, scores 161 runs of the highest quality, which was chanceless, and takes India to a position from where they cannot absolutely lose. What happens? It helps Virat Kohli get back to form. He takes his time, scores a majestic 100, and Aussies do look out because this man is hungry right now. He is targeting to get to 10,000 runs soon. India is looking to reach the World Test Championship finals and be the only second nation after South Africa to beat Australia in three series in Australia back to back. So, Australia's be aware. Coupled to that, let's see the fast bowling attack, right? When we started off, we had only Bumrah. Shami was unfit. We were unsure when he would come into the squad. Siraj was out of form. He was dropped in a test match in New Zealand. He was not looking good. The other guys, the likes of Rashid Krishna, Harshit Rana, Akashdeep, were all inexperienced and did not have any know-how how to bowl in Australian pitches. This performance, great debuts by Harshit Rana and Nitish Reddy, now shows that India have a lot of ammunition to keep the Australian batters in check in any kind of Aussie pitches. Now looking forward, what does Adelaide have in store for us? Well, first of all, it's a ping ball test. We're back in the venue where we were infamously bowled out for 36 last time, but that changed Indian cricket history altogether. What a comeback it was in 2021. To win 2-1 from there. But let's see and analyze the ping ball test in a bit more detail. Out of 23 ping ball tests and day-night tests played so far, 12 have been played by Australia and they have won 11 out of that. So they have got both the experience and the advantage of the conditions. Now for India, what will be the combination like? Well, if you're playing on a traditional Adelaide pitch and it's a traditional test match, the wicket is going to favor spin somewhere down the line. It is going to be mostly a wicket which is going to be flat to tilting towards a bit of spin. So you would always go in at the 3-2 combination, 3 fast bowlers and 2 spinners. In that case, you would have obviously kept Washington Sundar because he was picked for the first match and he did decently, and you would have gotten a left arm spin of Ravindra Jadeja. Tough luck on the 500 wicket man, 500 plus wicket man, but that was going to happen. But now, since it's pink ball, it's a day-night test match, I don't see India changing their bowling combination and their personnel as well. Well, now the million-dollar question, what happens to the batting? Rohit Sharma is fit, back after being a father to Australia. Shubman Gill played in the warm-up match as well. So I think they come back into the playing 11 straight away in their normal position. Let's not experiment much. I know Jaiswal and KL Rahul had a brilliant partnership, but Rohit has been one of your best players in the recent past, and he's the captain, so there is no need to take his position away from him. Let him play at the top of the order, get Shubman Gill back at 3. KL Rahul can slot in at 5 or 6. So unfortunately, that Padikkal and Dhruv Jurel will have to make way, but that is how I see the batting order being comprised of for India. Coming to the Aussies, well, they had a very big setback. Josh Hazlewood has a side strain and it seems he's not going to play in the second test match. So, looks like his recovery hasn't been on board. So, Scott Boland comes in for him. So, that's the change that is going to be there for the Aussies. Overall, it looks like a brilliant test series set up by India. It is very exciting to see what happens in the course of the next 1.5 months. 4 test matches with such excitement is something that makes a cricket fan in me alive and be excited so much. All said and done, I see an Indian victory in the pink ball tests if they play up to potential and they do not make any unnecessary experiments and changes to their side. Let's hope for a good start and let's keep the team supported and let's hope for the best. So that's it from my end. Do let me know how do you like the video. Comment and do share and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you want me to cover any other topic. I'll certainly do that. Thanks. Mausam Datta signing off.